In today's video, we're going to go over the process of prepping and pouring a foundation. In this property, we're doing a new build, and we're at the beginning stages of the new build. We went ahead and dug out the footer with a backhoe, and now they're just cleaning it up because it did rain and it's set for a little bit so we can get concrete poured. But we dug down 42 inches deep, which is a little bit over code. Code requires 36 inches deep below the frost line, and we kind of like to go a little bit deeper than that just to ensure we pass inspection and everything is good. So we had to do a little bit of cleaning up there while we get our forms ready. On this particular one, we used 2x8s. Well, most of our new construction, we used 2x8s for our forms. The Indiana State Code does require at least 6 inches minimum, but we like to go overboard just to ensure we pass inspection. We had to take a lot of chunks of concrete that was in the actual dirt that we dug up and get that sent out while we wait on our new gravel. In which we used number 57 for our drainage gravel. And then on this, typically we usually have it cleaner, but the owner started digging everything out himself and he was kind of behind on time, so we had to work with what we got. We kind of came in as the second contractor because the first one got fired, so we weren't able to kind of do how we typically do. We had to work with what was already started. On a normal job, we'll have everything cleaned up, so when the concrete trucks come, everything's formed, everything's clean, and the work area looks nice. Today we have concrete, we have pouring. You can see, got the team out. Sun's out, guns out. Getting busy. So as they pour, my guys are getting everything spread out, making sure there's no air bubble in the concrete mix. We went ahead and went with a 5,000 PSI fiber mesh mix. I typically like to use rebar because of the craftsmanship. I usually come and lay out the rebar and the concrete before, but we kind of got on this at the last minute, so we just went ahead with a fiber mesh mix, which is still as strong as rebar. But as they're pouring out the concrete mix, they're just making sure all the concrete stays within the forms and everything's level. We have a marker on each section to make sure it stays level and according to the plans. Just the laser level, making sure everything's good. So it took about 2 hours total with 2 trucks coming back and forth to pour our concrete. I came back the next day to make sure everything dried nicely, and it did. And to prep for the cinder blocks that we're going to put on there, we used about 5 courses of cinder blocks with our rebar dowels. We had to basically mark down all of the holes along the concrete to use our rebar dowels to tie in the cinder block to the foundation, which is what's typically used. Now, I normally use them while we're pouring the concrete, but with the time frame we had, the homeowner didn't have time to get the rebar there, and we were kind of trying to get the footer poured and everything. But we went ahead and drilled holes in it and put them in that way, which is, you can do either way. After that, we went ahead and got the brick done. I didn't get any footage of that, but you can see here, we did 5 courses of brick, and we backfilled everything. We used a exterior sealant on the brick to prevent anything from decaying, mold, mildew, build up on there. There's going to be a lot of water over the years, so we used a exterior brick paint black on that and installed a vapor barrier which goes underneath the crawl space to prevent moisture from going up into the house. Now the next phase, we're going to go into the framing. As you can see, we started it, so make sure you like and subscribe to see more.